Plastic surgeries. I really love plastic surgeries, and I know you also love them though, because that's the reason you are here. They are like a big part of me, like not just the transformation, but also like something that I inspire. Like it's like also something that I spend the most money on. If I would spend 260k euros that I spent on my body already on something else, I would have like a huge handbag collection, or like even a like extra race car. But I spend on plastic surgery because it's important for me. But there are also something that's darker about plastic surgeries, that you sometimes have a looming fear, and you also have problems. But I think these problems sometimes make the whole topic even hotter, and like help you dedicate your life for plastic surgeries even more. Like, would it be a breast that can rupture? You have to prepare for your breasts, or like other things. Like these are all things that help you become an even more plastic addicted girl or boy or everything, every gender like that you already are. So and that's why today we focus on fears. Fears that you got or I got through my plastic surgery journey. And also like some inconveniences. If you want to especially know inconveniences, I would highly recommend my video already made a few months ago. That's here, where I talk about things that I can't do because of plastic surgeries. But now we focus on fears that come from plastic surgeries. So if you like think about that, I should have made this a Halloween special, but I don't want to wait until next year, so that will be the late Halloween special. So, without further ado, let's start. But before we start, let's have like a word from our sponsor. Me. I love you here. I love seeing your comments. I love seeing your input that I get on all social media. But I would also love to see you on my weekly live streams every Saturday on Twitch. Vienna Loves Jessie. There we prepare myself for other surgeries, Google surgeries, to rank plastic surgeries. I also talk about some naughtier stuff. So check it definitely out. The link is in the description and as a pinned comment. And it's Vienna Loves Jessie on Twitch. And yeah, I really look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Vienna. And now, continue with this. As a start, we start with like the fear that I think everyone has to get plastic surgery, and we will make it short. It's about that something happened during the surgery, getting botched, having a bad experience, or even die during plastic surgery. That's like a fear I don't have. But it's always when I go into the surgery room, it's like a fear that like comes crawling into my mind sometimes, that I love my life, I love a plastic body, and I want more. But I always remember that my life is also important for me, and that's also where I always got to the best surgeries I can get. But it's definitely a fear I have. But it's like just a small fear, and I don't want to focus on that in that regard. Another fear, and that's like a way bigger fear, is that something happens afterwards. As you know, and if you follow me here on the channel, you know that my breast implants, like I got like 1.5 years ago, already ruptured 2 times. One in November, like 1 year ago, and one late February, I think. And so that's like since then, so many stuff changed during my life. I no longer lay on the belly. I no longer lay on the side. I even like don't take huge hugs, and that's sometimes a problem because when people visit you and want to get a hug, I always test if my implants are still okay. So, for example, if you're like out with me and you see me doing that, that doesn't mean like that I'm like want to play with breasts. Even I want to do that. It means that I control if they are still full, because I always have to fear that something bad had happened. And that's not just with hugs or like laying on the belly. Even if small touches or small bumps again, like anything, makes me like getting this fear of that my breasts exploded again, that I maybe yeah, have to get another surgery just to keep their current size, and that's definitely a huge fear. Like, if you like, for example, if I bump against anything, if I like walk against some pillow on the streets or like some street lights, I'm always like, oh my gosh, oh no. Or if I like buy something and make it like that and on my breast, I'm really like scared that my breast could rupture again, and that's like a big thing that impacts my whole life. And so I'm always sometimes test this if my breasts are like still good, and it's like a big fear. This fear also led me to like that I can't do some sport that I did like before. Like, for example, I don't do like football anymore where I could get a ball here. I don't dive so deep anymore because I feel the pressure could make the implants go explode. Or what I also don't do is like jumping from like cliffs into the water. Something I have done like in the past, like a lot when I had silicone implants. But right now I don't do this anymore. And my doctor said like it can't happen. It's not possible. The implants are like good enough, and that like are just like bad luck that I had with these implants. But I'm still super afraid that it maybe will get them exploding again and that they will rupture again. So that's something I really don't do. Like, also, for example, I can't do many exercises and everything. And then now comes my BBL. People think that the BBL is like the super most scary surgery, like people die there, people get botched, everything. That don't happen with good plastic surgeons. If you have a good plastic surgeon, you are really secure hands. And I don't want to make like your advertising for plastic surgery. That's something I don't do. But I just want to get information, and the information I can get you is that the doctors Jessie and I have been, Dr. Hamas and Dr. Aslani in Marbella. Dr. Hamas is in Cologne and in Marbella are really good. They don't have any experience with death or so, and like they're really good. So if you want to get it weird, you can do that there. Yeah. Just as just a recommendation. I don't get paid. It's not an advertisement. I don't get my surgery cheaper. I think it's other topic, but I think if you have good plastic surgeons, you should recommend them for people. And if you're secure with them, as well as my breasts, is Dr. Van der Voort in Belgium, Roselare. Highly recommended him. I recommend him, and I'm really happy with the results I got there. And yeah, I just want to like give like good advice because like some girls online don't like to share, and I think for me and Jessie, it was really hard at start finding good plastic surgeons. So I'm really open to sharing that, and with the first year I will also do that. And yeah, if you want to know, like if you want that I make like a list of plastic surgeons I can recommend at some point in a video, then please let me know in the comments below. But about the thing, I'm not afraid of BBL, but 10 days before my BBL, my implant ruptured. Or like I had to get a fixing surgery 10 days before the BBL. And after breast surgery, you're not allowed to lay on the belly. Especially, I don't want to do it with like if the implant exploded. And after the BBL, you're not allowed to lay on the back. And problem, there was a huge problem. So I had to rent something, and I will make now a cut and I show it to you how it laid. That's how I sleep. I pushed the couch apart and could lay here. And my head was here. Here has been my boobs, and there was my body. So, and it was like really uncomfortable, but it was the only possibility how I could sleep. Like for 6 weeks, I had to sleep like that. Really special. And I lived like that for nearly 6 weeks. That's how I slept. And also like when I'm like, was like in a beauty parlor, getting my legs lasered or like getting my booty like treatments, I always have to put pillows or like a little space between the mattresses so I can lay there because of my breasts. And I think that's something that scares me a lot, and it's something I look forward to, but I have to get done, and I think I can live with that. But other people could live with that. So if you get so huge, you have to live with that. I think there's no exception. And at the end, we come to something that's not scary, no fear, but it's like something that's annoying. if you watch my social media, you could definitely see that when I have 1500cc, I had this clothing mostly on. Then I got 1800, then I had this clothing, and now it's 2310cc. I now have seen a lot in this clothing, and that has like a practical reason. Because after these upgrades of around 500cc, your clothing don't fit anymore. And it's a huge problem, because it's not like that I have like just cheap clothing. Really many expensive dresses, like or shirts or anything, they don't fit anymore. And it's something that really annoys me. And like I think I always have to pay 2 times for everything. For example, right now, 2 shirts and 1 dress are already at the tailor for getting adjusted for my new size, and now in December I go again bigger again, and that's something that really annoys me, and it's like so annoying. So I don't fit. So that's why I wear this right now really often. You see a lot on social media because it's like something that fits, and I really like wearing it. And also like it's TikTok friendly, so I always use that because I think it's like for the guidelines it's mostly friendly, this outfit, so I like to wear it. So and that's why I wear this. And so I think that was the small video about my fears from plastic surgeries, my thing I don't like, and I think everyone has to deal with because of the size. And I still want to remember that I don't regret the surgeries. I just like regret that these things happened und das in der Mitte noch, bevor ich den Abschluss mache. I also think that it's really annoying. I don't know if I told that already. I told it in streams, but I got eyelid surgery a few years ago, and like one of my first surgeries. When I got my 600cc implants, I got these as well, and the doctor there did cut too much skin from my eyelid, and this led to me not be able to close my eye fully at night, and that now is a problem because I have hair transplant, and now I have every day to use cream for the eye that the eye is protected, and that's something I'm really afraid and really scared of because it's also the only surgery I regret. And I think like it's totally known that you have surgery you regret if you do a lot, and like that's something I regret, and it's also a big fear, and like yeah, I'm a bit annoyed by that. It's this ende, and I hope you definitely. That was my little list of things I regret, or like something I fear, or like things that annoy me because of my plastic surgery body. And I definitely would be happy if I could deal them in and don't have that, but the size and everything is more important for me, and I think they will become even more in the future. And like, let me know what you also would like to know. Maybe you have also an idea that annoys me, and I told it in streams, I told it in maybe on TikToks, and I told it on Instagram, but I didn't tell them here. And let me know if I missed something, and then we see us in the next video, or as said in the stream at Vienna Loves Jessie on my social Instagram, Vienna to the Vienna Extreme, and see you there guys. Love you so much. Bye.